All right, let's check in with head coach Rod Brind'Amour and kind of get his thoughts on a lot of things. So no Jack Drury for a few weeks with a broken something in his thumb. That's a lot of shoes to fill, or because he wears a lot of hats, or I don't know if it's shoes or hats, but there's a lot of things that have to be done in his absence.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Pretty underrated player for us, just for like you just mentioned, all the things he has to do. I mean, he's a power play guy, he's a penalty kill guy, he may be second unit, but those are the same, value to your team. Big face-off guy for us. You take that all out of your lineup, but somebody's got to fill it. So that's what we got to do, though.
I can't imagine it's the same person who will fill all of those roles, but let's start with the 5-on-5 replacement. That's going to be Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Hopefully the third period against from Tuesday night will be what's going forward, because I thought he was excellent in the third.
Yeah, he was. He's noticeable. That's what you want, and in a good way. He was around the net. Being hard to play against at the end of the day. That's what we want out of him. A little more direct, simple kind of game, because I think that's the kind of player he needs to be effective, and that's what we're going to need here now moving forward.
So just to dig into that just a little bit more, Martin Necas going into the season, he craved the responsibility of being relied upon. He's certainly, nobody's expecting Jesperi to play like that. But can it work the same way where now he is absolutely needed and maybe rises to the occasion because of that?
Yeah, we hope so. I mean, I think that's I think we all think he's capable. Of taking that next step, and you'll obviously have more in his share of opportunity to do that now. What
changed Tuesday night in the third period against San Jose? Because even at the very beginning of the third, it didn't look different. Did the goal just energize everybody?
I don't know. I mean, I think you're discounting the other team, and they were playing a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
They're, had some dynamic players and playing pretty fast, and I think we just weren't quite there. And then, like you said, maybe that goal gets you back into it. And then I thought after that we were able to establish, a pretty good game from there on, and obviously got the win.
Yeah, they got their fifth shot attempt at the 125 mark of the third period. So whatever was established after that was pretty impressive. Brent Burns. That he had that goal. He was the end of that. I thought, 3-zone play really. He's only got 8 points, but I could be wrong here, but I actually think he's had a good year in terms of his play. What have you seen from him? You have to be shocked that he's only got 8 points, more than a third of the way through the year.
Yeah, I think listen, everybody knows how he plays and gets that shot to the net, so they're taking that away. I think a lot more this year. So that's a big part of his arsenal. But I do think like you said, especially the first 20 games, I thought really played well, even though it wasn't on the score sheet. They have a different role now. It's Jacob Slavin and himself, but really him. They're playing every night against top end players, whereas in the past it wasn't always that way. So. Every night it's a tough matchup, and I think for what we've seen this year, even though the numbers are down, I agree with you. He's been pretty solid.
Yeah, I think he's been even better than that. So, Pyotr again tonight, correct?
Oh yeah.
What did you see from him, especially in the third period? I know there wasn't a lot of action, but there was late. I thought he was really good late.
Yeah, I mean, you could question maybe a couple goals, but. He made some other good saves early, and then I think the key then is once we got it to either tied or, we get ahead, is now, okay, shut the door. Give us a chance to get back in the game, and then once the game's in our favor, you're going to have to make something, and he did. Like you said, there was a couple chances near the end, and, shut the door so we can get the win. So a lot of times it's the timely saves and the game that are the crucial ones.
All right, final thing. Bill Belichick is the head football coach at North Carolina. I'm not sure you've heard that. It's been very quiet. Do you have any thoughts on more competition for being the best head coach in the Triangle?
Well, I think that title's he gets that no matter what. I mean, that goes out saying, but I think it's pretty neat. Exciting time for the area, and certainly UNC to be able to get that kind of a caliber coach. And talked about it this morning a little bit in the press conference. College sports has gone a different way now, and it's very, very, I'd say pro orientated, if you will, and
yep.
You might as well bring the best guy in that you can if you're able to. So good on them for doing it, and I'm sure it's going to create a lot of buzz. That's for sure.
As a state guy, are you worried at all?
I got to be honest. You got to worry. If I'm a recruit or if I'm a player, wouldn't I want to be coached by that guy?
Yeah.
I would. So, yeah, I think that's definitely something to worry about.
Good luck against the Senators tonight. We didn't even talk about them. I like that team. That team is coming.
Yeah, they're good. A lot of talent. So, it's the NHL. We got to be ready every night or you're in one.
He 100% correct. Rod Brind'Amour, the head coach of the Carolina Hurricanes. Competition. Best coach in the triangle. Bill Belichick's in town. Now he's got to earn it. Bill has to earn it. Rod's already got the mantle right now, I think.